and we're focused and we want to work hard and work hard and work hard because mom and dad told us to work hard, but we can work smart. And when our batteries recharge, when we find time to meditate, when we find time to take some deep breaths, we can recharge ourselves. How about that? How about while we're just hanging out right here as more people continue to come in, I'm going to talk in a minute. How about we just take some deep breaths? 3 deep breaths. Hey, what's up, Bumblebee? Nice to see you. Take some deep breaths. Hey, what's up, Katie? Breathe. My pronouns are present moment. Thank you. I was raised by lesbians. My birth father was gay. My pronouns are we are the world. My pronouns are everything. No, I cannot cash app you $25. What you can do is create content and you can get a live stream and you can tell people your story and you can tell people why you are doing what you are doing. You can create another account where you don't show your face, tell people your story if you're embarrassed about it. You can get off of this live stream and you can go onto the search engine and type in different ways to get money for somebody who's going through a difficult time. I built myself up. You can do it too. You got this. We're living in the information age. And that's actually a perfect segue for us to talk about the concept of you are enough. You are enough. You are enough. Breathe. Nobody is here to attack you. Take notes. Take notes. Hey, Stino, what's up? You are enough. I look like I put women down. How about this? How about I was raised by lesbians? How about I was actually in an abusive relationship for 10 years? So you can project that onto me or you can get to know me. Isn't life fascinating? You are enough. You are enough. You are worthy, and it's not a cheesy thing. Let me break this down for you. What does you are enough mean? What does that mean? People want to go for jobs. People want to get jobs, and it says you need 5 years of experience. Let's mute the trolls. Let's mute the trolls. Let's just mute them. And I know you wish you could mute the trolls in your life, but we just don't have time for this nonsense. Thank you, moderators. Thank you. I love you. Goodness, goodness, goodness. Let people be. Observe, observe, observe. Just breathe. Just be in this moment. Look at how you want to defend. Look at how you want to respond. Look at how you want to justify. Look at how people have opinions about me. If only I was wearing a suit today. If only I was wearing a different hat. If only I was a different skin color. If only my tone of voice was different. If only my background was different, then people would love me. Oh, then all the trolls would stop having opinions about me. Okay, so, hey, what's up, Todd? Nice to see you. Thank you. So, I'm shaking. I'm excited. I just got off a call with an amazing person. I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm shaking because I'm on fire. Okay. All right. So check this out. You want to go for a job, right? You want to have an opportunity. You want to be in a relationship with somebody. You want to be friends with somebody. You want to go from point A to point B. So the concept of you are enough goes over people's heads. It's getting to the understanding when you've been put down, when you were told that you were stupid, when you were told that you were a failure, when you were told your words didn't matter, when you had that drawing you wanted to show to mom or dad and they said, I'm busy. Right? You created a story when you were a child. Or maybe it was at recess. Tag. And somebody said, hey, you're too slow. Hey, what's up? What's up, Star? What's up, everybody? Thank you for tapping on the screen. Thank you. You created a story. This is the human journey. This is the human experience. Most people that have connected with me recently, I love burping out all that other energy. Thank you. Most people are walking around with the belief that they're not good enough. And it goes right over people's heads. Good thing that I filtered these negative comments, man. I just can't imagine being on a live stream and just hating somebody you don't know. It's interesting. It's fascinating. But you have trolls in your life too, and here's the new understanding. People who are hurt are going to hurt you. So is it their truth or is it yours? Right? So thank you. God bless you too. So when you were raised in a family that didn't have time to talk about mental health, like a lot of us. Thank you. Thank you, Frank. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. When you were raised around people who had trauma, that were raised by people who had trauma, that were raised by people who had trauma, all right, we're breaking the cycle. Thank you. I love you too. Hey, what's up, Mama Strudel? Nice to see you. There is going to be, and I cannot say this enough, and I appreciate all of you who take notes and who tag me on Instagram, which is in my bio link, and tag me on here when you screen record this. Take it with you. We're streaming on different platforms at the same time too. Thank you. Thank you. I love you too. If you can hate people you don't know, you can love them. This is unconditional love. I know it's different. Get used to it. Okay? So when you were raised as a child around people who didn't want to hear your words, didn't want to hear your beliefs, children are to be seen and not to be heard, that's stupid, that's wrong. Why are you doing that? You shouldn't have that. You should get a real job. You ever been told that by anybody in your family? You should get a real job, or you should stop dreaming. You should stop, like, get your head out of the clouds. What's up, everybody? Thank you. Thank you. Please understand, Mama Strudel and everybody who's in here right now taking notes and observing and being aware. Every single moment in your life, every argument that you've had, every conversation where you haven't liked how you felt, every friendship where you looked at them and you're like, man, this person is struggling. This person is suffering. This person is in the chaos. This person is in the drama. They're similar to how I've been raised. Every job that you've wanted to apply for, but you thought, nah, I'm not qualified enough. Every time that you saw somebody who was attractive, their energy was good, and you thought, man, I want to talk to that person, but they're not going to like me. They're going to see my clothing. They're going to know somehow that I shop at this grocery store. They're going to know what my bank account, they're going to know my age. Then they're not going to talk to me. We do this, and we can't even prove that it's true. Make sure you're following Jenny Ann right here. She is my girlfriend. She's a shaman. She's a Reiki master. If you're a content creator and you want to know how to expand your business, she's good at that as well. Let me see this. First of all, join me on this journey. When people, instead of saying you're old now, you're timeless, baby. You're timeless. You're timeless. You're timeless. You're timeless. I heard the true beauty is within, right? You're timeless. Watch out for that conversation where you say I'm old now. But check this out, though. I really, really, really want for you to get this, because I feel like this is the biggest thing that blocks humanity from changing, from elevating, from leveling up. And those of us who felt not good enough and insufficient and fraudulent are in this runaround. We're in this feedback loop. And this is the change. This is the transformation to understand. Your filter, the filter that you see, the lens that you are looking at this world through, the movie that you are currently watching, the stage that you are on, as a director, as the casting director, you're the casting director. You tell all the actors to come into your movie. You're the director that tells the main actor, which is you and the people around you, this is what we're going to interpret. This is how we're going to interpret it. This is what this is going to mean, because it's meant that before. Every single time where you get frustrated is because somebody told you that you were stupid. Divine time. When is my birthday? Scorpio. All I'm missing is the jacket and the theme song. Thank you. Right? So take this information with you. Take this understanding with you. And really understand. People are making things up every single day. You see it in politics. People who don't deserve to be politicians, people who don't, I don't like to divide. It's just a factual thing. Regardless of where you believe, and please understand, I don't do divisive conversations. It's just a factual thing. There are people that represent your country, that represent your county, that represent your city, that don't have your best interests. Same thing with your parents. Your parents mean well. Your parents mean well, but they don't see where you're going. People around you don't know where you're headed. And it's important for you to understand that. Why is it so important? Put it in the comment section. Why is it so important for you to understand that nobody knows where you're going? Why is that so important to know? Thank you, Joe. I'm working on some different things. I'm doing what I can to keep on expanding. Why is this so important to know? Word, Scorpio gang, we're here, baby. Why is this vital information for you to know that all the people around you don't know where you're going? Both of these comments right here. You choose your own path, you honor your path. And like Bumblebee said, to see their perspective, to understand them, not emotionally. So they can't spoil it. This one, because this is my story. I like this one. I like both of these comments, but let me just tap this one. Let me pin this one. Do you understand? Have you ever heard the concept of projection, that you are in a movie, you are moving in a movie and nobody knows where you're going? Nobody knows where you're going. Nobody knows how your movie is going to turn out. In fact, I got an astrology reading a while ago, and I got told the first 3 decades of my life are basically going to be trash. And it helps. It helps. Lessons. So I want for you to consider, as you're learning that you are good enough and you are worthy, you're learning lessons. You're compiling data. You're compiling information. You're seeing what works and what doesn't. You're the master. You're an expert on sadness, on loneliness, on looking in the mirror, not liking what you see. Society hustles us and tells us you have to have a house and a family and a relationship by the time you're 18. You have to be a millionaire. You have to have a home. You have to work really, really hard, work like 80 hours a week, but also make sure that you spend time with your family and that you're a perfect father. You're a perfect mother. Oh, make sure your kids never struggle, that they never suffer. Always look good. Like when you wake up, boom, you got the makeup on. It's like, whoa, how am I just all of a sudden wearing this amazing clothing that just fits me perfectly? Thank goodness all of my neighbors like me. Thank goodness my mom and my dad are able to see that I'm a good person. Thank goodness every single person on planet Earth loves me. Thank goodness. Could you imagine? What if people didn't like you? Oh my goodness, then you'd be a failure. If one person doesn't like you, then you're a failure. If one person has an opinion about you, oh, you're a miserable. Oh, what are you even doing? That's what society tells us. But nobody knows where you're going. The concept of you are good enough, you are enough means that when you say, oh, this place is hiring, they're paying $50 an hour. I've never had a job that is $50 an hour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in there because I'm qualified anyway. There's people there's literally somebody who's in politics who is openly been caught being transgender. And that's cool because I was raised in the LGBTQ plus family, right? My mom's a lesbian. My birth father was gay. I'm an artificial insemination, the gay agenda, unconditional love, no such thing as an alpha male. Raw. Real men show their feelings, right? And this person is not leaving politics when every single person on their side wants for them to leave. And they're like, nope, I'm just going to stay here. They're not even using their real name. They're not even using their real information. But they're still just going to keep on going. Now, you can flip that on the other side of the coin from a place of I'm a good person. Do you get that? You could take the narcissistic relationship. This is a powerful one. This is another one I want to share with you. You can take do you drop an emoji or say yes if you've ever seen somebody, if you've been in a relationship, or if there's somebody in your life that they can put you down, attack your character, make you feel like you're less than, and then get in front of other people and then completely and totally change characters and put on a show and be like, hi, how are you doing? Oh my God, so nice to see you. You ever experienced that before? I'm glad you feel love. Welcome to unconditional love. Is it different? It's family. This is unconditional love. A lot of people in here. What's up, Coco? Nice to see you. Yes. Chin up. Chin up. Chin up. Shoulders back. Jaw relaxed. Relax your shoulders. Yes, good awareness, non-emotional. Tell that heaviness, I love you. Tell that heaviness, I'm smart. Tell that frustration I'm smart, I'm attractive in my own way. So how can you, as an introvert, as an ambivert, as an extrovert, ambivert is introvert and extrovert, how can you as a trauma survivor, now a thriving member of society, not surviving, you're thriving now. Do you get that? You were surviving. You had to be strong. You're thriving. Level up. Okay? How can you create excitement in your own way? I love how people talk to other people in this comment section. Yo, make friends with people. Make friends with people. We're used to being a perfect curated presentation of who we are. We only want to hang out with people who look a certain way, man. Like, make friends with people. This is how I'm healing. This is how I'm creating family. This is how life is showing up for me. I'm grateful for people on these live streams. I don't take this lightly. How can you in your own way, by celebrating your human self, good? But for real, think of moments like, for example, for those of you that are looking to get into relationships, for those of you that are looking to form friendships, business relationships, get people in your life that love you, that have solutions, that are nurturing in the way that you're nurturing for other people. How can you in your own way be excited about what you're learning? How can you in your own way be excited about what you're learning? About cognition, about mental health, about surviving an abusive relationship, about starting over again. How can that be exciting? You tell me. How can you? How can you do that? Can you see yourself? Can you put yourself there? Consider butterfly kisses, Lou. Consider. My heart is open. Consider this is raw, unedited. Yeah, I don't curse because there's kids that are watching and there's family that's here, and I want to do my best to make this family as large as possible and interfaith and interhuman and interpolitics as possible, because we're all looking for love and unconditional love, right? Open heart. Have you ever in your new journey for I am enough, I'm good enough, and it's such a simple concept. It's just saying I fit the description. I fit the description. Have you ever really sat down, got a piece of paper, used a note thing on your phone to say, you know what? My whole entire life, my mom and my dad told me my story. My emotional interpretation told me my story. Society told me my story. The news, even though I don't even like to watch the news, tells me my story. My ranking in society tells me my story. The way that people look at me tells me my story. But that's all in here, my love. That's all in here. That's all in here. That's here. That's here. You can't prove any of that. You don't know what we're thinking. Do you get that? Drop an emoji or say yes if you can actually take that with you and don't just skip over it. You can't prove this stuff. As the dog, he just heard me snap my fingers. Now he's over here. You can't prove it. Scorpios go deeper when it comes to the thought. We go, I want to go all the way in. Isn't that such a great concept? Isn't that such a powerful concept? You shouldn't skip over the fact that nobody knows your story. You want to see the doggy? Jasper, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. He's chilling. He's chilling. Come here. Jasper. Come here. A little bit closer. He's doing the downward dog right now. Whoa. Yeah. And there's a cat. And you got kids playing the guitar. Okay. A lot going on here. Rotate. Okay. You we are used to masking who we are. We are used to showing a curated version of who you are. I want for you to get. He's a boxador. He's a boxer in a Labrador. He's a boxador, they call it. I want for you to understand. I want for you to understand that when you are raw, when you are open-hearted, when you are vulnerable, when you own your story, when you say, I love my scars, I love who I am, I love how I think, I love my perspective, that I connect with other people on this level. You are enough. Imagine applying for a job. This is the understanding. You show up and they're like, congratulations, you got a job. And you're like, what's the job? Being yourself. But what do you mean? What do I need to do? Be yourself. But what does that mean? I need to know the actual description. You've already got the job. What's the position? Being you. What do I do? Be yourself. I don't know what that means because I need to do things in accordance with other people think. Now, obviously, this is a hypothetical situation and this is an analogy, but what I'm saying is the concept of you are enough implies that when you show up, it doesn't matter how you're dressed. It doesn't matter how you physically appear. It doesn't matter what color your hair is, what color your skin is, what color your teeth are. What your perspective is your belief is that I am enough and the people that I'm communicating with are taking their time to listen to me. So I project the energy of my words matter and my words are important and I'm smart in my own way. And when I use my emotional intelligence, which is what I teach when you book time with me, which we all have access to, when I use my emotional intelligence to identify that person turned away, I stopped selling myself to this person, or I can change the conversation because this person isn't identifying with me, and I can use my emotional intelligence instead of being frustrated and shutting down and triggered and annoyed and wanting to cancel and delete every single person who hurts their feelings. You are enough. And every single person who's annoying you is doing what? Who's been taking notes? What is every single person who's bothering you, who's frustrating you, that you hate them, you strongly dislike them, you don't understand them, you think that they're stupid, they should think the way that you think, they don't think the way that you don't think, and you don't like them. What are they doing? Holding up a mirror. Holding up a mirror right here. Right here. Like Kelly said. Like Tink said, teaching me a lesson, holding a mirror, holding a mirror, holding a mirror, reflecting. And your loneliness is a mirror. Thank you, Lex. Thank you. This loves you too. Thank you. Your loneliness is holding up a mirror. I posted a video about this. I was wearing this is why I want for you to just start creating more content if you're already a content creator. If you're not, it's all good. I'm not going to tell you should create content. Although if you're lonely, this is how you can find family. I'm not giving you an edited version of myself. I'll put all my cards on the line. I give you transparency. It's exhausting being fake. It's exhausting being curated. It's exhausting. Your loneliness is holding up a mirror. People related to the message. If you look at the video, all my other videos were getting a couple hundred views or a couple thousand views. And it was like, well, I guess I was just creating unrelatable content before or whatever. For some reason, that one popped off. And there was a woman more so, who was saying that she was lonely and she's alone. And it's like, good. And then I got somebody in the comment section recently who's like, stop with this positive, airy-fairy nonsense. This is not positive, airy-fairy nonsense. This is not some woo-woo conversation. I'm not sugarcoating anything. I'm telling you the reason why you're frustrated, why you hate humanity, why you hate your family, why you hate the people around you. If you look at people, you say, look at how stupid society is. Look at how miserable humans are. Look at how corrupt and terrible the government is. Look at how corrupt and terrible my old relationships are. My parents are. All of that is your choosing and your focus and your creating and you're giving more attention to it. There's a whole world outside of your perspective. This is why other people are able to thrive in areas where you don't. How interesting, all emotions aside. How curious, how fascinating. How is it that one person can grow up in poverty and the other person grows up in poverty, and one person gets frustrated by it and the other person uses it to propel them? How is it there's one person here in this live stream who's been taken advantage of for years, and I've been taken advantage of for years, and we're in different spaces? How come there's one person in here who's been in an abusive relationship and they're where they're at, and I've been in an abusive relationship for almost a decade and I'm at where I'm at? How fascinating, all emotions aside. Like my friend Kel said, don't compare your chapter 5 to somebody's chapter 50. Don't compare your chapter 50 to somebody's chapter 5. You're not used to being this original. Drop an emoji or say yes if you can acknowledge that. What's the call to action? I want to acknowledge my originality. I want to celebrate my originality. I must find out why I keep on having this conversation of nobody understands me. I never have enough time. People don't identify with me. People don't relate to me. Nobody understands me. Life is miserable. I don't want to be here. I'm so alone. All of these concepts, all of these phrases that human beings say, what is a root belief? What is the connection to it? What is the connection to it? Give me an answer. Let me know what your thoughts are. I know where my mind goes to. What is the roots of all of those kinds of conversations? Yes, you could say pain. Yes, you could say ego. Where I go to is codependency and lack and need of validation, abandonment issues and codependency. Consider the fact, can you put an emoji or say yes if this is you? Can you actually consider the fact, if you are frustrated, the reason why you are, this is a good one. Who's taking notes? I have a notebook in my bio link. Go get that. $8.88. Support yourself, support a Scorpio, or do it for free on your phone. I gave you options because I don't like to withhold this information. Can you actually consider the fact the reason why you are frustrated is because you are now leveling up and you must take more responsibility and more accountability and actually be with yourself, to listen to yourself, to love yourself more. And that's why you're frustrated, because you want for somebody else to do it because life isn't fair. Come on. It's hard, but it's powerful, my love. It's hard, and at the same time, it's powerful. That makes you a leader. Congratulations on your new promotion. What are you going to do to celebrate yourself now that you're a leader? It's simple. It's just like that. Simple in the understanding, not simple in the actions required. When I'd be amazed for some of you who struggle and think, man, one day I want to be successful. Yeah, wait till success and love and nurturing shows up in your door and you've been abandoned and you've been traumatized and you've been codependent and you've been abandoned and you've had PTSD. Watch what happens, how easily you can self-sabotage. Congratulations on being a leader now. How many people relate to feeling like they're not good enough and they're not wanted and they're not attractive enough, and they've thought about times where it'd be easier if I wasn't around these people, or if I wasn't alive, or if I looked differently, or if I look like them? Come on, be honest about this. Show somebody who thinks that nobody else feels the way that they feel. People walk around with these thoughts, and this is the golden thread that connects all of humanity. Millionaires, billionaires, black, white, fat, skinny, medium, trans, gay, straight, bi, tri, quadra, whatever you are. The human condition is I'm not enough. What a hustle. Why do you think that there's so much corruption in politics? Why do you think that your boss is a jerk? Why do you think that people lack empathy? because they got hurt just like you, and they said, never again will I ever get attacked ever again. I'm going to have all of the power so nobody can hurt me that way ever again. And you're walking around hating that person who feels identical to you, different stars, different planets, different parents, different perspectives, same belief system. Come on. Stop this nonsense. If nobody understands you, everybody understands you. You don't understand yourself because your parents and your community and the people around you didn't take the time to show you your blueprint for who you are. And we teach this, and it's accessible. You are enough. All you have to do is show up and believe that you can get the job. And if they don't hire you that way, guess what? Show up tomorrow and say, hey, I know that you said I couldn't get the job. I want this job. And I'll work every day that ends in Y, or every day, Monday through Friday. I'll put in the work. I'll work like I own the company. Hire me. And if you're not going to hire me, I'm going to show up again until you get security to kick me out, because I deserve to have this job, because I see blind spots in your company and I'm good at what I do. I know you think you want somebody with 5 years experience. I only have 2 years experience, and I will smoke anybody you bring into this room because I am enough. Follow up with people, bother people, get on people's nerves if they're not showing you the love. And when they say stop, no, respect the boundaries. Don't manipulate. Don't take advantage of people. Don't gaslight people. Don't mentally, verbally, physically abuse other people. Use your anger. Don't take it out on other people. You're playing yourself. You're abandoning yourself. You deserve to be around people who are about the life that you're living. Some of you have people in your circle, in your circumference, that listen to these live streams that hate my guts. Hi, how are you doing? How miserable is it to look at somebody that you don't even know who wants for you to love yourself more and get annoyed by their tone of voice because your dad or your mom told you that you're stupid, and every single person who talks in a certain tone of voice annoys you and aggravates you? Why is that? Breathe into it. Nobody here is stupid. Nobody here is fraud. Nobody here is fraudulent. We are human beings with trauma, doing the best we can with the information we have. You're not obligated to fix everybody. You don't need to be a fixer anymore. You deserve to be around people who enhance you. You're an enhancer. You're not a fixer anymore. You're an enhancer. Why is my circle hard to find? LOL. It's not LOL when you're lonely and you're frustrated. You don't have to LOL. Why is it hard to find my people? I can identify my emotion. I can identify how frustrated I am when I'm lonely, when I'm abandoned, when I'm alone. I don't need to LOL and smile and hi, how are you doing to get approval from other people. We identify our emotions before we get around other people, and we find our gratitude. We find our excitement. Excitement isn't Ryan Seacrest's cheesy corniness. It's real, and it exists. And if you don't believe me, go ask the 5-year-old version of yourself to hold up a cell phone and tell their story. They don't care how many likes they get. This hustle. Wake up. If you are burnt out, then rest. And then wake up. Take a deep rest. If you're depressed, like Jim Carrey said, like rest, recharge your battery. Stop hanging around people who are threatening you, who are threatening to leave you, who are threatening your mental health, who are threatening your sanity. Stop being around people who are gaslighting you. Stop responding to people who are miserable. Stop responding to your miserable coworkers, your miserable family members. Everybody's walking around afraid. Lean into the fact that you're afraid. Lean into the fact that you don't want to be around. Lean into the fact that you're angry, that you're raging inside, that you want to go to the mountains and you want to scream. It wasn't fair. I'm hurting inside. I want to scream. I want to cry my eyes out. I want to have the big snotty tears. And this one moron who I'm in a relationship, or this one person around me who doesn't critically think, or my parents who come from a different generation are telling me that I should always be on, and I'm exhausted, and they're factually not happy. Emotional intelligence helps you look at this world differently and realize you are a leader. And that's not corny. And you're not a leader 5 years from now, 10 years when you have your life figured out. Drop an emoji or say yes if you understand what I'm talking about. You're not a successful person when you have the mansion. You're not a successful person when you have the rented Lamborghini and the trophy husband or the trophy wife or the trophy kids or your neighbors see that you're successful. You're successful when you choose to understand your success is you're above ground and you haven't hurt the people who've hurt you. And somebody in here is crying their eyes out, and I feel you. Man, come on. Leaders cry. Leaders say, I'm going to get out of this relationship. I don't care about your nonsense about what God thinks that I should be because God watches every single thing that I do. Keep your beliefs to yourself. I know who I am. Set your spiritual boundaries. Word, Jesus cried, and Jesus didn't have a following inside of a building. Jesus was telling you that you're Jesus, your God, your creator. Critically think. You are powerful, and they do everything they can to limit you, to stifle you, to suppress you, because God forbid you actually love yourself at the rate that you can possibly love yourself, then everybody else would have to take responsibility for their contracts and for their trauma that they were meant to heal, but you're enabling other people because you were hurt before and you don't want to abandon people, but you're abandoning yourself, and we don't do that anymore. It's not in style. Roar! I dare you to admit the fact that you're frustrated, or that you want to cry, or that you want to scream. I dare you. So exhausting holding that energy. Bex knows the vibes. Thank you for the double taps. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for the love. Thank you for you talking to other people in this live stream. I teach this. I have good news for you. I would love to connect with you. There's hope. I got a deal going on. What I talk about one-on-one with me or two-on-one. I got somebody who's 60 years old who has a child that they want to talk with. I love that. There's relationships that want to talk with me. What I talk about is emotional intelligence. This isn't get rich quick. This isn't all of a sudden you wake up tomorrow and everything makes sense and it clicks and everything is perfect. This is no more wishing upon a star. No more wishing upon a star. Some of you are going to see as you continue to love yourself, some people are going to be jealous, and we strongly dislike thinking that people are jealous of us because we come from where we come from, right? It's frustrating for me to acknowledge that people look at me and they think, oh, you think you're better than other people. Oh, you're so, positive, positive, positive. And I'm like, no, I'm holding space and you're just dumping out your poison. Keep dumping. Dump it all. Like that. Like that. So there's a couple different options that you can do if you like this conversation. Number one, do you see the people with the VTP logo? That stands for Victorious People. You get cool emojis that I've graphic designed, and you can drop those emojis on here. And then from there, after you subscribe, $6, you go to my profile, you tap the book time with me, and you're going to see a thing that says 15-minute call. I typically go over 15 minutes. And then from there, there's a discount. Instead of $60 for an hour to book time with me, it's $40 for an hour to book time with me. And when you're talking with me, you're sharing your life, your perspective, what you're focused on. And what I do is I hear your blind spots. I hear your belief systems. I identify your feelings and emotions and show you a realistic way to be around the exact same people, to have a different understanding, to be able to set boundaries and not feel guilty about them, and to be consistent with yourself. It starts by asking yourself if you've actually ever been consistent with yourself. Or if people need you and 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 need you to think, how can I set boundaries so that I can still be who I am and not give away all my energy to have my momentum? And anybody who's booking time with me today is going to get also the ebook on the power of setting boundaries, which is in my bio for $8, 26 pages that I wrote myself from my almost a decade of an emotional, mentally, verbally, and physically abusive relationship. And I also have a worksheet that's going to give you something you can take with you to help map out to say, I'm thinking this way. I want to be there. What questions can I have? What perspective can I ask? What questions can I ask in order to get to this place? Download that information, integrate it into your life. And then from there, by being consistent with yourself, you show up for yourself. Thank you. Also, on top of that, I have a class that's going to be a roundtable if you want to see the power of vulnerability from all different walks of life. I have an emotional intelligence class, 2 classes per month, 3 hours long, $50 a class. It's about $15 an hour. On top of anybody who books time for that class who says, I want to learn about the full spectrum of emotional intelligence, you're also getting an additional call with me. And again, I say that it's for an hour, but I typically go over because I love what I do and I want for you to get it. 6 classes in total. You can take this with you for the rest of your life. Share it with your community. Share it with your people. Take it with you. Life feels out of control. It's not about being rich and famous. It's not about being successful in other people's eyes. Don't you want to be able to look, Tupac said the reason why he sold more records than other people and why he was really good as an actor in movies is because when he looked at himself in the mirror, he saw himself. He recognized himself. He identified with himself. He knew who he was. Don't you want to have that feeling? Don't you want to see that other people are feeling how you are feeling and there's a handful of people that are just teaching you lessons? It's exhausting thinking nobody understands. It's exhausting walking with your head down. Some of you have completely and totally forgotten who you are, what you're capable of. A budget, your money's coming in. I do payment plans. If you're like, you know what, I can do $100 a month, but I just need to, I can give you $20 here, $40 here, $30 here. Just message me or message I am Jenny Ann, who's in here too. Thank you. And also I do this for free because somebody here's like, I can't afford that. That's too much money. $100 a month. I have groceries. I hear you. Thank God that I spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars when I didn't even have it, so I could share this with you for free, because I don't think that you should be paying $5,000 for this information, which is what some people charge. Some of these life coaches charge, there's a woman who booked time with me. She's like, this guy I was working with in Utah charged $10,000 for a weekend, and I still left being like, I'm confused. I don't get it. I want to make sure that you get it. I'm not going to be the therapist who's going to ask you for 30 years, how does that make you feel? Like you're angry, you're sad. Emotional intelligence resolves therapy because all you have to do is just keep on identifying your emotions and find a perspective that works for you. It's not rocket science. Anyone can do what I do. It matters why I do it. Why I do it. Why I do it is because I didn't want to be alive when I looked really good on paper. Why I do it is because I was taken advantage of as a child and I didn't understand how deeply that impacted my lack of trust. Why I do it is because I never felt like I fit in, and one day a message came to me clear as day and said, that's because you're meant to connect with other people. So if you want to book time with me, starting with 15 minutes, tap this star right up there. Tap the star, $6. Go to my profile, tap the link in my bio, because I saw somebody just did. Thank you, Catherine. Make sure that you're subscribed. Tell me your TikTok username, and then we're going to talk. And I share this information. And then afterwards, I'm going to give you a private link, and I'm going to record that call so that you can take notes, look at your body language, see how you show up, and then we could talk for an hour for $40 instead of $60. We'll start there. Take chances. Take chances. Follow up with people. Be relentless. Bother people. Get in front of people and tell people I have an intention in life. Stand up for yourself. What if I told you the relationship that you're in or lack thereof is holding up a mirror, that even though you really love this person when the skies are blue and when they actually take the time to take responsibility, that they're actually a big lesson for you, and deep down inside you know that they're not changing and they're not going to change, or your parents are going to think that everybody else needs therapy, or therapy is for people with problems and therapy is for weak people. And all that these people are doing are annoying you to hold up that mirror to say, you don't believe in yourself. I'm going to drive you crazy. I'm going to drive you crazy. I'm going to drive you crazy. Consider the fact, Butter, that even our electronics can teach us lessons to say, I want to do things, but your electronics are breaking and messing up. And there's somebody who's in here right below you right there. Jenny Ann will tell you that she was in a battle with AT&T for 9 months because her old belief was nobody listens to me. What's up, Emily? Nice to see you. Right. So now what we're doing is we're moving forward. So the reason why I came on this live stream today was because I was talking with the client yesterday, and I've been working with a lot of people who have this belief of I'm stupid or I'm not enough. You want to have success, but the brain says, nah, it's not possible. That's why you don't set reminders. That's why you don't set appointments. That's why you don't follow up with people. That's why you meet people. You hear interesting concepts. I mean, come on, be realistic. How many people are here that could be taking notes? You could swipe off of this live stream and still hear my voice and still be taking notes on your notes, but you're hearing all of these concepts, and then you get around the abusive people and the narcissistic people, and then you think, what did he say? What am I supposed to do? What's my understanding? Oh, dang it, I forgot it. Because mom and dad or brother and sister or friend or person in elementary school or middle school, somebody in your life said that you're stupid. Don't worry about it, Emily. Move forward, find the solution, my love. No guilt trips. Why do I feel like I'm always bothering people? Because your brain is powerful, because you thought that you were a burden. You thought that you were a burden when you were a child, and you've been creating. Do you understand how powerful your subconscious mind is? And through emotional intelligence, it's a simple concept. It's not rocket science. It just requires patience and consistency. And if you were told that you were stupid, if you were told that you're not good enough, that you're going to say, that's too hard. It's overwhelming. I can't do it. I need validation from other people. I need validation. Your gratification mobile, your gratification device in your brain says, distract yourself, distract yourself, distract yourself. This feels good. Oh no, taking notes, that's boring. That's stupid. That's for school. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to do. You're telling me that I'm stupid. Only people that are stupid do that and do that. No, no, no. I don't like that. This is gratifying me. This is gratifying me. This is gratifying me. I like doing this thing that's not taking me anywhere. I love these dopamine hits. I love it. Oh no, I can't do anything. There's too many steps to take. It's too hard. Step number 1 is by letting yourself know over and over and over again, you deserve love. You deserve to be successful in your own way. It's not about being rich and famous and yelling at your mom and your dad to say, see, you're so wrong about me. It's saying success is internal. It's not $1 million with a home and a mansion and a yacht and a wife and kids and all this nonsense. You have no idea what your destiny is. We're not all meant to be blue with 1 million followers. Way you honor your life path. You find out how you are. If you're autistic, if you're OCD, if you're bipolar, if you're ADHD, if you're a human being, if you're an alien, if you're a hybrid, if you're biracial, if you're in an interracial relationship, if you're single, if you're divorced, if you're grieving, however you are, whoever you are, whyever you are, you honor your existence. You stop living for other people. And when you love yourself as a real, authentic person, real, recognizes real. Energy connects with energy. You don't relate to all of my story. You don't know what it's like to have a lesbian mother and have two women and have another woman at New Year's Eve after being in a relationship with your birth mother, your biological mother, saying, I don't want kids. I don't want to be part of this family. I don't identify with this. I don't like this. And to have abandonment issues, growing up in the hood where nobody else looks like you, being in an abusive relationship, being taken advantage of when you were a child, being bullied and put down by people who have your skin color but don't know their roots and their heritage, and never being able to relate to anybody, going through incarceration, questioning your existence, hitting every single thing on the checklist of society says that you're a failure and you're fraudulent, and then all of a sudden you get out of the abusive relationship and you start to realize it was all divine timing all along, and thank goodness that you just kept on going, and now everything opens up and you do it for yourself. You honor your timing. You stop comparing yourself and you stop with these conversations of it must be nice. Word, make the table if people don't want for you to sit at theirs. And then you know what they're going to do? As soon as you make your table and you're like, oh my God, this macaroni and cheese, this top ramen, this Kobe steak, this amazing Wagyu steak, this amazing food that I'm eating, this fabric, this clothing, this hat, this skin color, who I am is just so amazing. I love myself. I'm not ashamed that other people don't want to take the time to critically think. I own who I am and I have compassion for other people. And I don't think that I'm better than other people. I just own who I am and I'm comfortable in my own skin. And I take the time to know my roots and I know my heritage and I honor my ancestors and I honor the dances that they dance and the songs that they sing. And I understand that most of these other people's ancestors will look at them and be like, you're a moron. What are you doing? You're completely and totally going against our culture and what we stand for. Well, know yourself. You know yourself, and the other people who relate to you connect with you. The people who are racist and bigoted and prejudiced and homophobic, the people who hate you, the people who yell at you, the people who put you down, there's a void in their soul, my love. There's a void in their soul. Be more yourself. They're hurting. They're hurting. They're hurting. So thank you to the people who've been subscribing today. Thank you to the person who just booked time with me. Thank you for the love. Thank you for communicating with other people. Connect with me. You are good enough. When you go to the job interview, in the same way, here's the thing. Are there any artists? Are there any actors? Are there any people in here in the entertainment industry? Anybody who is an entrepreneur who wants to start up a business? Drop an emoji or say yes. What's up, C. Kells? Good. Okay, good. Check this out. Check this out. You're an event clown. I almost did one of those kind of jobs. That's what's up. That's an interesting job. So check this out. When you get auditions, when you get job interviews, when you have business meetings, when you connect with people, when you're promoting your new single, your new painting, your new art, your new creation, your new business, when people show up, when people make eye contact with you, when people want to give you an interview, they're not there to experience an idea of who you think you should be. Do you get that? Even for example, if you're an actor or you do voiceover, like I do voiceover. I haven't done it in a while. This is my focus now. I was doing a lot of different things. I've had a lot of different jobs like many of you on here. But I was signed on with 3 different voiceover agencies, respectable voiceover agencies. And I realized something. All the roles that I booked, when I booked roles, they would have a description. And I never followed the description because I know realistically they don't even know what they want. If you connect with actors and producers, there's some famous movies where somebody had a completely and totally different idea of what they wanted that character to be. And somebody came in and was a polar opposite. And they're like, oh my God. You are yourself when you show up. They don't know what they want. They don't know what they need. They're hopeful. They have an idea. You be yourself. And the same thing with your friendships and your relationships and your business. You are yourself. It matters why you are doing what you are doing, not what you are doing, not how you are doing it. We want to see you. We want to know who you are. We don't want the curated version. If you're over here putting on a smiley face, I promise you, and I'm looking, even though I tell you no validation, will somebody else please put an emoji or please say yes? That when you think that you are being a happy, smiley person and you have anger and sadness inside, guess what? We can see it. We see it. We see it. We know that you are fronting. We know that you are not being true to yourself. We know it. We know it. You can be triggered and then you can take a deep breath and realize I was right there with you. We see it. Stop putting on a smiley face for other people and you're hiding parts of who you are. Yep. I know, Joanna, it's wild. We see it. It's obvious. And consider even the narcissistic people and the people who don't show their feelings and show their emotions, they pick up on it too. Easy target. Easy. They don't know how to identify it. They don't know what to do with that information, but they see it. Emotional intelligence helps us understand that we process our feelings and identify feelings before we get around other people. Emotional intelligence helps us understand while we're listening to the person that we identify that we are sad, that we are insecure, that we are angry, that we have anxiety. Emotional intelligence is giving you inside information when you're listening to your mom or your dad and they're saying, hey, honey, you should be afraid. You should be afraid. You should be afraid. You should be scared. Don't do that. The neighbors, our family members, don't tell them because your mom is afraid, because your dad is afraid, because they got hurt or they got robbed or they got beat up or they got attacked or they got put down or they failed before and they haven't processed their emotions because they come from a different timeline, from a different generation. Whew, somebody felt that. They're projecting onto you. They mean well. They have trauma. Thank you. Thank you, Bex. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, Desiree. Thank you. All of the people around you are telling a movie. And if you take this understanding with you, whoo, you get inside information. Yo, it's powerful. And people don't get this. We want for life to be this tube of toothpaste where we squeeze out all the benefits. Or you got the moisturizer, you're like, no, I must be more moisturized. I must remove the crow's feet and the wrinkles and the scars. Nobody must ever know that I have pores. Yo, you got people in the spiritual community that use the filter and the baby filter and look like a 5-year-old walking around with Vaseline. Like, love yourself. Take off the beauty mode filter. Yes, as an artist, yes, when you're making film and TV and stuff like that, you don't shoot from the raw footage. You pop a filter to give a dramatic effect. I'm talking about you look like a 5-year-old with Vaseline when you hit the beauty mode filter when you're creating content and when you're using the other applications to smooth over like you don't have pores. Nobody must ever see that I have pores on my skin because I can't be poor because I grew up poor, so you can't see my pores. You know, it gets hustled the hardest, women. We want to see all of it. We want to see you, not the idea. We want to see you. We love your scars. We love your wrinkles. We love your stretch marks. We love your weights. We love your teeth. Can you believe that? Oh, you're triggered and you're annoyed and you're saying that's cheesy, that's generic. There it is. You think I'm not talking to you. How could that be possible? I'm not talking to every single person on here. You know who I'm talking to. Drop an emoji or say yes if you know what I'm talking to. Admit it. Admit it. Come on. I was right there with you. It's okay. Yes. Because mom and dad told you you're not good enough. Because mom and dad communicated with you and you think you're an imposter because you want to make the world a better place, but you think there's something wrong with you, so you're internally conflicted. It's okay to cry. Ooh, I can feel you getting emotional. Good, release it. Don't be ashamed. Smart people cry. Smart people yell at the top of their lungs. Smart people go out into nature. Smart people, if they don't have that option, they put a pillow over their head and they go, ah! And you release it because you've been holding on to it for so long, baby. You've been so strong. Vanessa, consider that you are struggling. Consider struggling as a theory. Who's been taking notes? Why is struggling a theory? What is struggle? What is struggle? What's another way of looking at struggle? This is all emotional intelligence, by the way. And you have every single capability to do this. What is struggle? Lessons. What's up, Coach Dominique? I see you in these live streams. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Struggle is character building. It's lessons. Struggle is character building. Struggle is growth. Struggle is a learning tool. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you. Thank you for the double taps. Thank you. Struggle is other people have opinions about me. Struggle is I don't like how I feel because mom and dad gave me way too many Walt Disney movies, and I think that my life is always supposed to be perfect because they told me that I'm supposed to be a princess or be a prince and just live happily ever after, and I'm never supposed to hurt and struggle ever in life. Here you go. Here, this is for you. This is for you. There. Now you're royalty. There. Take it. Congratulations. You got the position. Why? What's the theme of this stream? You're good enough. 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 You're qualified. You're overqualified. You deserve to have it. They told you that you were a piece of you know what because they feel that they're a piece of you know what. That has nothing to do with you. Tell me one who is also spiritually aware, who's emotionally aware, who's aware of who they are, that loves how they feel, that understands how energy works and how vibration works, is going to sit and look at you and say, ew, look at how your teeth are. Oh my God, is there a wrinkle in your t-shirt? Ew, why are your teeth not perfect? Ew, why is your hair gray? Ew, why are you missing hair? Ew, why are you overweight? What if I told you back in the medieval times, if you had white teeth, you were poor. You're a piece of trash. You're broke. You're a bum. Ew, look at you and your white teeth. Ew, disgusting. Ew, you're skinny? No, we want plus size women. Ew, go eat a stick of butter. Ew, you're disgusting. You're so unattractive. Ew. Good night, planet Earth. Thank you. It's been real. Thank you. My name's Nikki Scorpio. I'm out of here. You fell for the trap. That's okay. You're human, sometimes more than others. That's okay. People are going to change. What's the call to action with all this information? Thank you, Queen. Thank you. I love you. Thank you. What's the call to action? What's the call to action? What's the one solution that we can find in all of these opinions and all this world swirling around, huh? Tell me. What's the one thing that you can be that can give you peace? Come on, you got it. Yourself. 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 More yourself. More of yourself. More. More yourself than you've ever been. Aware, yep. More aware than you've ever been. And it takes time to change the pattern. However, when you change the pattern, it becomes autopilot. Like, I wasn't this way before. I just got out the abusive relationship and I was like, I don't want to be this way anymore. Wow, that rhymed. It was like a song. It's like I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. Oh, there, I just did it again. I just got tired and I said, I don't ever want to put myself down ever again. Because when I got out of that relationship, when I was working, I had a nice job in a nice neighborhood, the Upper West Side in Manhattan. And then all of that went because the universe is like, you're not learning the lesson. And so I had to, with the budget, I chose to, based off of my lack of taking responsibility, my old belief of I'm a victim, my old belief of I'm codependent and I'm abandoned and all this other stuff. And there's too many choices and it's too hard. And I'm in the projects in Coney Island, Brooklyn, and I'm paying $400 a month with some job where I'm a bathroom attendant and I'm traveling 20 minutes by bus, 45 minutes by subway, taking like almost like an hour and a half after all is said and done to get to my job. And then going back into the project and I was making good money, but this one person that I needed validation from, oh, this one person, all I wanted was their love, but they weren't giving me that love, so I'm a failure. The problem with this way of thinking is that the rest of the world loved my energy, and the people while I was helping people wash their hands and giving them towels and giving them soap and saying thank you, it's my pleasure, we're saying, oh my God, I love your energy. But this one person that I just wanted that love from and I just wanted that validation, yes I did, didn't give it to me. So I gave it to myself. And I realized they were afraid of everything. They were afraid of everything that they didn't know that they couldn't control. And when I left that relationship, guess what? Everything opened up. And that's where I posted the video, because I stopped caring about people's opinions on my physical appearance because it's exhausting. So I get dressed, I moisturize, I dress, I meditate, I live for myself first. And it's not selfish and it's not greedy. It's not greedy. It's not. Oh, I saw what happened. C Kels, I know you've been rocking with me for a while. Just I know you've heard this story before. But understand, for some people it still doesn't connect and there's new people every single time. Your life is small moment to small moment to moment to moment to moment to big moment to medium moments to small moments. And all of our beliefs stem from our childhood. And what I'm teaching, what I share, what I talk about, when you connect with me, when you get on these live streams, when you book a one-on-one with me, when you sign up for the full spectrum emotional intelligence class, and again, I will work with your budget. Basically $15 an hour, and you're also getting a complimentary session with me as well. And it's going to be, I'm excited for it. It starts March 4th. And it was a coincidence that date when it starts is actually going to be, it's the only date within our calendar system that is a complete sentence. March 4th, haha, is being able to go to the roots, to the very roots. You don't have to be successful in other people's eyes. This is brainwashing. This is programming. This is subconscious stuff. They do it over and over and over and over again. When the human mind sees something about like 20 times, it starts to notice it and pay attention to it. What's up, Gavin? Nice to see you, broski. It takes time. I didn't just wake up one day and say, like, this is it. As you're changing your perspective and as you're creating your new roadmap, the same people who've seen you struggling before, the same people who've seen you in chaos and seen you addicted and seen you in poverty and seen you wealthy and seen you moisturized and seen you looking perfect, and like, who's this person? Surprise them. But number one is you. And you're not used to it. And you feel guilty for setting boundaries. Thank you, man. Thank you. This is not a paid actor. Connect with me. I'm good at this. Treat yourself. Stop taking care of other people. All you got to do is tap that star up there. Join the VTP family for $6. I'm going to give you a free ebook. I'm going to give you a PDF file so you can take this information with you. And then you're going to tap that link in my bio and you're going to book a 15-minute session with me for free as an energy exchange for this lovely conversation. And after you talk with me for 15 minutes, I'm going to send you another link. And that other link is going to give you a $40 session with me instead of $60. And we're going to go over an hour because I love this. And I'm going to make sure that you get it. And I'm going to give you some real pragmatic, factual, realistic ways for you to be more yourself. It's not be me. It's not do it my way. It's not do it their way. It's I've actually never taken time to look at my instruction manual and show up for myself. And I realized my mom and my dad and my family and society and every single thing on planet Earth was hustling me, telling me, you're a good person when you take care of other people and don't take care of yourself. Never take care of yourself. God loves you when you put yourself all the way, like 8 billion people. We want for you to put yourself 8 billionth. Then maybe God will like you. Maybe. I don't know though. What a bunch of nonsense. What a bunch of nonsense. Am I a therapist? How does that make you feel? And how does that make you feel? And how does that make you feel? And how does that make you feel? I tried it. For some people, therapy is really good. In the same way, some people genuinely need medication. That's fine. I tried therapy. Some people, I wish a part of me, the ego part of me, in those arguments in the abusive relationship, wishes he could go back when she's like, you need to go to therapy. And be like, oh yeah, well in the future, I'm going to be coaching therapist and psychiatrist. Thank you. Man. How does that make you feel? Over and over again. Listen, I don't need for you to go every single day and keep on coming back so that you can fund my vacation home and my yacht. I want to give you the solutions that they don't give to you. Your therapist tells you they don't know what to tell you. I went to therapy and the therapist was taking notes. I'm like, I'm charging for this. What are you talking about? Oh, that's so interesting. I never thought about that. Find your way. For me personally, emotional intelligence for somebody who had abandonment issues and codependency, for somebody who was in an abusive relationship, all of that was related to one thing. When I pulled that plug of I can't, it's too hard, it's overwhelming, the rooted beliefs of abandonment issues are I can't do it, it's too hard, I'll do it later, I don't deserve to have it, imposter syndrome. It's absolutely not true of all therapists. It's absolutely not true. But remember, Jill, we're all mirrors of each other. So when we're secure and confident within our truth, when people say things that we don't agree with, I'm not saying you are. I'm saying if I'm annoying you, if there's any kind of like, versus like, hey, you know what? That's not true. Yeah, sure, we can have that conversation. I agree with you. One of the best pieces of advice that I got from a therapist, because I was going to all these different kinds of therapists, and I went to an LGBTQ plus center because I was raised by a lesbian mom and my birth father is gay. And I was like, well, maybe the LGBTQ plus community can give me a different perspective. That the therapist that I had said, consider the fact the reason why you keep on staying in this abusive relationship is because your parents were in a toxic relationship and you're trying to figure out why they made the choices they make, which is why you're in that feedback loop. And I was like, yo, that's a gem right there. I have more training than a conductor. Get it? Get it? Get it? I think 10 plus years of being in a mentally, verbally, physically friendship slash relationship was pretty good training. Yo, who are all these people that are trying to go away? I don't want to play that weird game on TikTok where you battle with people. So, emotional intelligence is simply identifying your feelings and identifying your mood from person to person. It's listening to that voice in your head that says, "Ugh, this person is so annoying," and still being on my live stream, right? Our live stream family, right? It's listening to that voice that says, "I want to be successful," but then that little voice says, "No, that's not possible." Emotional intelligence is understanding certain concepts and taking these concepts like tools in a tool belt so that you can go around whatever Gucci tool belt, whatever Prada tool belt, or just organic vegan from like the flea market, whatever kind of tool belt you like. Word. And ignoring the distractions of other people who are telling you how to be, because everybody's telling you how to be. You got my worksheet? Word. Thank you. I appreciate that. I hope that it helps. If you go to the link in my bio, if you want to start with something simple, I actually created a PDF worksheet you can take with you for the rest of your life. It's $5 and it helps you map out. Thank you, Bumblebee. I love you. I appreciate you. I see you in here all the time. Thank you. $5 and you get this worksheet and you can print it out and you can take it with you for the rest of your life. Get from point A to point B. Or if you want to learn about the power of setting boundaries, I actually have a 26-page ebook. $8 for 26 pages for a 10-year experience. I think that's a pretty good exchange. Or anybody who books time with me gets both of those. But first, tap that star up there. Join the VTP family, get cool emojis and stuff like that. So you can drop an Aunt Janice on the screen, or you can drop these gems, because you know I drop gems like a clumsy jeweler, because the more gems I drop, the more I receive. And then from there, go to my profile and tap the VTP family 15-minute phone call. Somebody just did. Thank you so much. Looking forward to connecting with you. Safe space, no judgment. I work with senior citizens. I work with teenagers. The other day, I had a mom and her 11-year-old son. I'm excited. I love seeing people have breakthroughs. I believe in humanity. I love seeing people win. I love it. And you deserve it. Okay. Oh, and also, if you want to get emotional intelligence and shamanism, mediumship, and Reiki, this lovely Scorpio stellium and this lovely Scorpio stellium would love to connect with you. That's also in my bio link. Shamanism is something that's powerful. It's connected with God, all the good stuff. It's actually showing you what's inside. And if you think about what I'm doing, I'm not really, I'm showing you, I want for you to be more yourself. Thank you, Groovy the Cat, for subscribing. Make sure you go to that profile and you tap that 15-minute session. Thank you. Hey, thank you for acknowledging my light. The light within me acknowledges the light within you. Thank you. You need a medium. Jen's good at what she does, and she's humble about who she is. But what's cool about Jen, if you're into mediumship, is that while she's talking to you, she's pulling out the energy. It's amazing. I've done a lot of different ceremonies in my life. And again, if you like this conversation, join the class. It's going to be a round table. Don't you want to be around other people? You're like, oh my God, I would have walked right down the street, right by this person and never even thought that they were going through what I was going through. Be vulnerable. This is why you're here. This is the power of vulnerability. That's my rooted game plan. I want to show you they hustled you, baby. The vulnerability is a boss move. Why? Who's been taking notes? Why is being open-hearted and vulnerable a boss move? And again, I'll work with your budget. If you're like, all right, I'll pay you, but I got to work with you. I'll work with you. Why is it a boss move to be open-hearted and vulnerable around powerful people, around human beings? Why? Why? Tell me. Dígame, por favor. Ahora mismo. Whoa, I had the Spanish button on. Tell me. Natalia, that's actually my favorite city that I like to travel to all the time. Authenticity. Nitwit Talk. It is for the class. It's $100 a month, 3-hour classes. So think of it like about $15 per hour. Plus, on top of that, I'm going to send you an additional link where I'm going to have a free session with me as well. And then on top of that, I'm going to have worksheets. I'm going to have stuff that you can take with you, information you can take with you. And I'm going to give you the full spectrum of emotional intelligence. And hey, you never know. You can do what I do. It's not rocket science. I'm not really giving advice if you really think about it. All that I'm doing is I'm saying there's another perspective. But this for me, think about this. As you've noticed in this year and in the past 3 years, life is changing big time. I'm moving in different directions. What are we going to do with this information? You can't control everybody. You can't control your mom and your dad. You can't control the relationship. Hey, sometimes we can barely control ourselves. So what can we do? Let go of control. Let go of control. Yup. Easier said than done. I need to set my timer because I got a call coming up pretty soon. Let me see, 6 o'clock, yeah. 5:30 right now. Let me see, what time is it? 5:30, so I'm gonna set this for... Perfect. Vulnerability around narcissistic people, in my case, they call the cops on me. Well, one thing I will tell you for certain, Coco, and I know you rock with me and I appreciate you, is that the in-between part, the middle ground is challenging. The middle ground is challenging. The I have an intention and I see myself at point B is powerful. The middle ground can be challenging. From my experience, from what I've studied, from the people that I've connected with, from my process, what I've realized is that, and please drop an emoji or put yes if you understand where I'm coming from, that there's an energy when it comes to the beliefs that we have inside of us that we project to other people. Where am I from? I'm originally from the Bay Area. I'm living in Nevada. I was living in New York before this. I'm one of those interesting people traveling around the United States. There is an energy. There's an energy to it. So if you're walking around, this is why I'm telling you, all the rest of the world sees the fact when you're off center. We don't know how to communicate it necessarily, but when it's off, it's off. This is why we stop walking around feeling like we need to smile around people, and why emotional intelligence helps us understand, let me identify an emotion before I get around other people so that I can be transparent and honest with myself to get more honest people. Hey, what's up, Jim Cole? Happy New Year. Nice to see you. It's been a while. You know? The middle ground helps you understand, oh my goodness, I've tried every single approach and these people are still being mean and nasty and frustrating. Thank you, Stefan or Steven, for booking time with me. You're socially awkward at work? I got a new mantra for you. I work like I own the business. All the rest of your employees don't care. Be weird, but just work like you own the business and be in gratitude that you have that job. And if you don't like it, educate yourself and set aside time. How do you book time? So groovy. So you're already subscribed. Thank you so much for subscribing. Go to my profile, tap the link in my bio, and you're going to see book time with me. When you see the book time with me, there's going to be a 15-minute link. It's going to say something like VTP 15-minute subscription. You're going to fill out your information there, your TikTok username. Take you like 1 or 2 minutes. No fear of missing out. And then from there, you and I are going to talk. It's through Zoom. Sometimes people don't like to have the camera. I get that. No judgment. And then from there, the follow-up is I give you the gift of the, there's a worksheet, and then there's a ebook. And then from there, it's $40 for an hour instead of 60. Cool. Thank you. Looking forward to connecting with you. I love this family. I love the fact that I can do this for free. And please don't think that I'm walking around here with a mansion and a Lamborghini and all this different stuff, I'm right here with you, baby. I'm right here with you. I've had great success. I've had a lot of money and I've had a little. Happiness is a choice. I understand that you're frustrated that they keep on raising the prices of eggs and they're setting like egg factories on fire. And you're just like, yo, we got to get some chickens or something like that. And there's like a $5 looking fee for milk. And that you have, like, I'm in a relationship now. I just want to be in love, healthy roots, or am I nurturing chaos? Am I nurturing healthy relationships? Am I focused on health or am I focused on chaos? Because check this out. If you were raised in chaos, chaos is very easily accessible, isn't it? Isn't it? Success is quiet when you've been traumatized, isn't it? Yep. Do you know it's harder to live in the three-dimensional world that you see? It's powerful when you know where you're going and you embody and you live as if you have that. So let me ask you a question. Put this for those of you that are taking notes, because I got this very, very clearly last night and I shared it with somebody and it was a powerful breakthrough. Because the reason why I'm streaming today was from that message that I got. Now in existence, that you know that you are smart in your own way, speak it into existence. Now that you know that you are good enough, meaning that you don't need to go for more training, you don't need to overdress, you don't need to over-explain, you just show up, you speak your truth, you live in your truth, this is your truth. You want to be around people who embrace your truth and understand, and if they disagree with your truth, they can do it in a non-violent, non-threatening, non-manipulative way. Now that you know that you are smart, that you are loved, that you are attractive in your own way, now that you accept yourself, which a lot of people minimize and they downplay because we want to squeeze out all the benefits. This is what enlightenment is. What decisions are you going to make the next time you see that person that doesn't agree with you now that you are successful? How are you going to carry yourself with your posture now that you know that you are successful? Are you going to remind yourself to pick your head up when your head is down? Are you going to remind yourself to change your posture now that you are successful? Are you going to understand that you're not successful in 5 years or 10 years when you have life figured out? That you are successful because you want to be a better person. And we relate to that. And we want to know that there's other people who are going through what we're going through. Good answers, Tammy. Good answers. Good answers, everybody. No trying, baby. Do it. No trying. Every single time that I hear somebody saying I'm trying, when I meet them in person, I automatically know, and this is inside information. Look at emotional intelligence as inside information. When you say I'm trying or I'm kind of, I have compassion, I automatically know that there's an insecurity. And the narcissistic people know that too. They just flip it. They do something that they shouldn't be doing with it. But people pick up on when we're insecure. And that's gems. That is gold right there that I just gave you. There's no trying. There's no kind of. There's no maybe I should. I think I should. You think, therefore you are. I think, therefore I am. Maybe I should. I should. That's your higher self. You're doing it. You're doing it. I'm getting better at it. I'm getting better at it. The insecurity is from a space of, I was told that what's up, Words and Gold? Nice to see you. I was told by mom or dad or by society there's something wrong with me. And so when I'm doing something new and it's weird in accordance with other people's beliefs, I hope that I'm accepted. I hope that I'm good enough. I hope that I'm worthy. I hope that I'm loved. Hey, what's up, Love and Life? Nice to see you, Gigi. Your supervisors know you're insecure. Guess what? You could change the game. We're under new management now. We're under construction. Ooh, I'm excited for you if you're taking notes. I would love for you to connect with me. I would love to talk with you because I'm telling you, you can change people's minds. The first time after I got out of that abusive relationship and she was like, this is so stupid what you're doing. Raise your prices. Tell people this and say people this way. Do it that way. Why are you doing that? Why are you live streaming and telling people this part of yourself? This is wrong. And I stopped and I said, hey, you know what? People who love me don't speak to me this way. And she was like, "Rrr." And she stopped and she was like, I'm so sorry. My mom used to speak to me this way. Hey, thank you, Katrina, for booking time with me. Thank you, Groovy the Cat. Thank you. Thank you, Bumblebee. I feel that way too. Yo, you gotta let people know that you're going through some changes, but you don't have to tell them. You just show them. You show them. That's a big truth right there. Let me pin this comment right here. You unlearn to learn the new stuff. You unlearn to learn the new stuff. What can I unlearn about money? What can I unlearn that my mom and dad taught me? What can I unlearn that society taught me? And again, if you want to learn how to unlearn, tap that link in my bio, either book time with me, or if you just want a worksheet that I've created that shows you how to get from point A to point B by asking different questions using emotional intelligence, $5, pretty good deal. Thank you, AJ. It is harder to unlearn, harder than it was to learn. Well, here's the exciting thing. Change the depression to determination. What if you're 27 still living at home? Then you're following your path. You're following your journey. How would your life be if nobody had opinions? What if you didn't know what an opinion was? Justo gusto. What if you, well, did I say that correctly? I have seasoning, if you know what I mean. Is it justo gusto? Me gusta jugar video juegos? Or is it justo gusto? Hello, my name is Nicolas Scorpio. Thank you, I love you. Yeah, what we're not going to do is come in here trolling, talking about stuff while there's kids and family around. Thank you, moderators. Get out of here, you weirdo. Not you. You know who it was. And if you didn't see it, don't worry about it. Because we're not focusing on chaos. Pop quiz, trolls. Thank you. I love you. Thank you, Stina. Come up in here on some weirdo stuff. Okay. Okay. Let me see this. Hold on. Yeah, what if you're 27 still living at home? Okay. Steve Harvey was 40 years old when he was like living in his car. Look up Steve Harvey's story. Word. Just saying. Just saying. Look up on Google. All up on our live stream. Oh, man. Can you imagine needing validation from humans? They're so interchangeable. People are so inconsistent. Humanity is so inconsistent. Can you imagine? Can you imagine actually needing... Hey, Lisa, thank you for booking time with me. Can you imagine actually needing validation from humans? They're going to change. Let me see. I do not have a backup account. I do not message you saying, hey, dearie. Yo, the people who pretend to be me. Hold on, let me pin this. Yo, the people who pretend to be me talk like I'm living like 17th century London or something like that. I don't understand it. No. Nikki Scorpio 6543210. I've tried reporting them. Please report these accounts. Please report these accounts because they don't listen to me. Please. Hey, dearie. I'm not Mrs. Doubtfire. Hey, dearie. Oh, would you like a healing? Like, I don't heal. I show you what's inside. What to do if I hate my job? Work. I love this. Let me see. How much more time do I have before I got to hop off this? I got 10 minutes and 55 seconds. 10. I love how I get the signs. Yes, thank you for the donations. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the double taps. Thank you for being here. I work like I what? Who's been taking notes? Who's been taking notes? What's the motto? What's the mantra? I was mopping the floors. People were going in there trying to do the you know what in the bathroom to get to that other place, and I'm working because like I have a job, and if they get caught doing that, then the job gets shut down and I lose my job, and I'm not there to be friends with other people. People are looking at me saying, that's so stupid that you're a bathroom attendant. Why are you doing this? Other people are looking at me saying, yo, I like your energy. Your energy is dope. I work like I own the company, baby. I work like I own the company. I work like I own that bathroom. I work like Rihanna. In the news today on TMZ, Nikki Scorpio was seen being a bathroom attendant. And Rihanna was also saying that she wants to be a bathroom attendant now because Nikki Scorpio makes it look dope because every choice he makes is the right one. I own that job. I don't need to be friends with people. How much money did you make? Enough. Enough. I got jokes. I love that you love my sense of humor. Thank you. What's up, Tracy? Nice to see you. I work like I own the company, man. Can you take that energy with you? And that's for you, for those of you that are moms. You are a mother like the whole world is watching, and you do it and you do it. And when you make those mistakes, you learn that. You love that. You love that. I love making mistakes. When I fall down, I get back up. That's the new dance move, baby. It's called the clumsy. Everybody does it. I work like I own the company. And what do we do in our free time? We set reminders. By the way, when you see me burping and when you see me yawning, for those of you that are a little bit like more new in the spiritual side of things, I'm an empath. And when I say certain things, and you'll notice this as you continue to go, that you're transmuting when you're there for people. When you burp out, when you yawn out and stuff like that, you're releasing the energy, or you're releasing somebody else's energy. Don't overthink it. I work like I own the company. And I set timers and I set reminders, because remember, if any of you have been told that you're stupid or that you're a burden or that you're not good enough, guess what? Guess what? This is why you don't, who's gonna take responsibility right now and say, I can acknowledge that I don't set enough timers, that I don't set enough reminders, that I don't give myself enough time, and I'm wishing upon a star, and I'm hoping that things are going to change, but there's people that I haven't emailed, there's people that I haven't called, there's relationships that are healthy that I haven't nurtured, there's people that I walk by that I think they'll never talk to me, there's people that I should call, there's jobs that I wanted to have, but they didn't respond to me, so I gave up when I should be bothering them and send another email and follow up. Take responsibility. Your friend made me feel bad. My friend made me feel bad for getting excited. What do we do? What do we do in situations like these, kids? What do we do from one kid to another? What do we do? What do we do with this information? What do we set with people when we are being our authentic selves and they don't like it? What do we do? Boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. I'm like Oprah with the boundaries. Everybody gets a boundary. Everybody gets a boundary. We are not guilty for setting boundaries. We are not desperate. We are not abandoned. We are not codependent. We deserve to be around people who love us as we are. If you've never known about boundaries, tap that link in my bio and get the ebook on the power of setting boundaries, and set some boundaries and surprise some people. And what happens on planet Earth when we say no to people? What do we get? What does the universe, what does the creator give us when we say no? I don't like this. I know my value system. What happens when we say I don't like this and I know my worth? What do we get in life? We get rejected. Try again. We get better opportunities. We know our worth and we know our value, and people meet us where we're at. We're not guilty. We're not responsible for other people's lives. You feel like you're guilty if you set a boundary around that other person. But you're fine with telling me that you don't like my words because you don't personally know me. So how is that? How is it that you'll let this person beat you, hit you, attack you, destroy your character, emasculate you, put you down, terrorize you, traumatize you, and that's perfectly okay. But if I tell you that you're stupid, that you're going to block me, report me, and delete me because you don't like that because that hurts your feelings, it's very confusing. Ring, 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 ring. Hello, I'm calling you out. Hello, hello, hello. Why is it hard? Because we were abandoned, because the root belief is powerful, and it's time for you to pull out the weeds. How is it that you can put yourself down and call yourself stupid, but as a stranger called you stupid, get out of here, you don't know me, get off, F off, do this, BS, blah, 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 attack, attack, attack. But you get into a romantic relationship and they can walk all over you. Or your parents say fear, 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 hate, 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 anger, 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 and you're like, that's okay, they love me. Stand for another hour. No, I wish I could. I wish I could stand here forever. I got a call coming up in a couple minutes. I actually got to hop off in about 4 minutes. Thank you, Funky. I love you. I appreciate you. Take notes. What's my star sign? I'm a Scorpio stellium. I have 7 planets in Scorpio. My moon is Capricorn. Got a lot of Scorpio going on. Yep. And when we set boundaries and when they reject us, we say, thank God better people are coming. You missed the meditations. Actually, the last couple live streams at the end, there should be meditations. And I'm going to get back into them. I just got so on fire and so excited about this. But I will be doing more of the meditations. I will. I just got really, I felt like some people really needed to hear this stuff. But if you go into my YouTube, there are meditations. Thank you. I like to sing too. Thank you. Thank you. I'm making some changes. We're adjusting. We're shifting. Imperfect, I'm perfect. Imperfect, I'm perfect. Imperfect, I'm perfect. Imperfect, I'm perfect. Okay? All right, I'll lead you out with the song. Let's do that. Okay, let's do that. Some days are a roller coaster, feel a little high, get a little down. Never know when the show is over. Ferris wheel goes round and round. They say I should let it all go. Sounds so good, yeah, I know. But sometimes it's difficult because some days are better than others, you see. 'Cause I do get by with my community. And society says that I should be strong. So many feel like they don't belong. It goes on like a marathon. But I don't want to escape or put on a smiley face. I just want to show love and celebrate you. I don't want to escape or put on a smiley face. I just want to show love and celebrate you. Show love and celebrate. I just want to show love and celebrate you. I just want to show love and celebrate. I just want to show love and celebrate you. It's true. That being said, I want to stay with you forever. I really love this family. I'm going to hop off. I got a client. If you like this conversation, what I've been talking about is emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is being able to identify your feelings, process your feelings, see other people's feelings, listen to your beliefs as you communicate, listen to other people's beliefs as you communicate, learn the power of setting boundaries, understand that you do have intelligence in your own way. Be consistent for yourself. Focus on your momentum. And if that's something important for you, if that resonates, connect with me. Tap that star up there. Join the VTP family. It costs $6. And what you're going to do is you're going to tap that link in my bio after you do. And then after you tap that link in my bio, you're going to see a thing that says 15-minute VTP subscription. VTP stands for Victorious People. My birth name, Nicholas, means victory to the people, victorious people. We're going to talk for 15 minutes, maybe a little bit longer, because I love what I do and I want for you to get it. And then I'm going to send you a follow-up email And that follow-up email is going to have a private link so that you can get $40 an hour instead of $60 an hour. And I'm going to also give you 2 gifts that are going to be paperwork that you can take with you for the rest of your life to help you map out and to help you set boundaries. Thank you. I love everybody on here. I'm so eternally grateful. Thank you for rocking with me and for supporting me on this journey and watching me grow and watching me evolve. And I do my best to be transparent and honest with you. Let go of that shame. Let go of that guilt. It's heavy. So the theme of today's live stream is, you are good enough. And we downplay that, but the concept for you to understand is, the next time you see somebody who's attractive, the next time you see somebody who looks like a potential friend, the next time you see a job and they say that they're hiring, you think, I'm not qualified, but you really want it. It doesn't matter that they say 5 years. It doesn't matter that they say bachelor's degree. It doesn't matter that they say master's degree. You go in there and you let them know you deserve that job. And if they don't give it to you, show up tomorrow. Email them tomorrow. Show back up. Say, I want to talk to the boss. I want to talk to the manager again to say, you're not going to have another employee that's going to work as diligently as me. I'm ready to go. Or we take those steps. We start the business up. We go on to TikTok. We educate ourselves. We go on to YouTube. We take baby steps, baby steps, baby steps. It's not 10,000 steps. All right? There's a different way to do this. We've been hustled by society. Connect with me. I'm not going to tell your miserable family members. I know what it's like to be in an abusive relationship. I know what it's like to want love and to not have somebody support you. This is a safe space. I want to see you win. And it's not doing it my way. It's you being more your way. And if you really like this conversation and you want to learn the full spectrum of emotional intelligence, March 4th, I'm going to be starting up a class, 2 classes per month. $50 a class, 3-hour classes, about $15, $16.33 per hour, if you want to be specific. And then afterwards, I'm going to give you worksheets. I'm going to give you paperwork so you can learn even more, so you can have a full understanding, so you can take this with you for the rest of your life and level up. And there's bio, you're going to see the emotional intelligence class that starts March 4th. And if you are on a budget, please make sure to either direct message me or direct message I am Jenny Ann, who is in here, and we'll work with your budget. I want to make sure that you get it. Okay? I love you. Thank you for all of you who've been on this live stream today. Thank you for all of you who take notes. Thank you for all of you who've been booking time with me today. I'm very, very excited to connect with you. I love to see people level up and win. And I love to see you connect with your emotions and really cry and yell and scream it out, and to really honor yourself and to honor who you are. Okay? There she is right there. She just hopped in again. So Jenny Ann, if you want to do the emotional intelligence class and you want to be able to move in your own unique way, and you're balling on a budget, but you do want to do the emotional intelligence class, it's going to be 2 classes. Again, 2 classes per month, 3-hour classes each, $50 per class. I got you. Connect with me. You take this information with you for the rest of your life. Or if you just want to do a one-off, one and done, tap that star right there. And then you're going to go to my bio link and you're going to book time with me. We'll talk for 15 minutes. But between me and you, Nikki Scorpio always goes over 15 minutes. So you're getting a deal. All right? I love you. Thank you, moderators. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, healers. Thank you, teachers. Thank you, leaders. I honor you, the leader in me, the teacher in me, the lover in me, the light in me acknowledges that within you. Thank you so much. All right? So with that being said, I got to go. It's 5:55. What we're going to do right now is we're going to take a deep breath, very simply, very powerfully. And this deep breath is for all of us to have an inner peace around our happiness, around our emotions, around our finances, around being able to speak up and to know that we deserve better and we can get better friendships and better communication and better health in our own unique way, to have that self-acceptance, peace around our health and peace around our protection. All right? So from the bottom of your feet to the top of your head, just like a child using their imagination in your make-believe, fill yourself up with the energy, whatever color you so please. Fill yourself up with that. And whatever emotion comes up, bring it into the spotlight. Don't shame it. All right, just like this. Very simple, very powerful. Roar! And so it is, and so it is, and so it is, and so it shall be. Thank you. I love you. I'm signing off. Book time with me. If you want to donate, if you want to support, if you want some merch, check out the links in my bio. All that's there. I'm signing off in 10. I love you. 9. Love yourself. 8. Unconditionally. 7. Self acceptance means that you honor every part of yourself. 6. The question of the day is, how can I know that I am now smart and I am now intelligent and I am now enough? What do people who are smart do that I don't normally do? Number 5, talk to your older self, your successful self who has the gray hair, who's older than you. Ask them questions. Whatever comes up in your mind, honor that. 4, the strongest thing you have in existence is your belief. It is a muscle. Strengthen your beliefs. 3, nobody knows what they're doing. Stop comparing your journey to other people and listening to other people's comparisons. 2, thank you, all of you, for being who you significantly, uniquely are. Do not minimize that compliment. You are unique in your design. Find ways to find your uniqueness. 1, anybody who's ever put you down was only putting themselves down. Honor that. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the well wishes. And thank you for those of you who are getting wealthier every day because you're not broke, for not only listening to how you speak to yourself and what you speak into existence, for just tapping on my videos and reposting them. That's a powerful way you can bring in more community, because it's not about me. It's unconditional love, and we do this together. Thank you. I love you. Take care. Thank you, everybody. Looking forward with those of you who did book time with me to connect. Take care. Lots of love. Ciao, ciao. Thank you, moderators. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.